Good morning and welcome to our final day at Disneyland Paris. We're heading into Disneyland Park and we're going to make a beeline for Pirates of the Caribbean and then go back to a couple of rides that we'd like to do again before hitting Disney Village. And we've got a sunny day, although it is freezing cold. It's looking a lot busier today.
Everybody just walks straight to the wall thinking that's where you have to go.
Yeah. Ah, man. Yesterday we managed to bypass any queues at the door because we came slightly later, but today we've come at that same time and it's packed. We're through. It didn't actually take that long as our line was moving quite quickly. But some of the lines are going really slow.
And lots of people just go for the middle and don't pay attention to the fact that our line was about 1/8 of the size of this.
There was a massive queue going right out of the gates and ours was way inside the building, but people were just staying like back where they were. Anyway, we're in and we're walking to Main Street. And it's snowing on Main Street. They seem to do little bursts of snow every now and then, and I keep missing them. Let's hurry over. I missed it again. I got the snow. There's a little tiny bit of snow left. I don't know why they don't keep that going a bit longer.
Yeah.
And here's a tip: if you'd like to get some nice castle photos, come around to the left-hand side and you get quite a nice angle of the castle. And it's usually a lot quieter here as everyone tends to go to the middle to get their pictures. We've not been through this bit yet.
No.
This is the bit they shut the other night, like way too early. Don't know why they closed it off because it was like 2 hours ahead of the fireworks and stuff. So we're heading through Adventureland to find pirates. We just went past Captain Hook. I thought it said an hour and a half at first, but it's 15 minutes. I thought I'd show you just how dark it is inside the Pirates of the Caribbean queue. Like I said before, it could just really use some spotlights down by where your feet are, as it's very hard to see where you're going, although it is nice and atmospheric. I'm trying to do a video. Here's my favourite restaurant. They got our table free. We were just behind. We were just behind this first rock.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, in that corner. Aww. Those are the days.
Tail there be aplenty in this cussed place.
There are a couple of small drops on Pirates, but you don't get wet. and the drop is not really a scary one. It's just a little gentle incline. And I think this ride can be quite scary for small children as it's very dark and quite loud. Okay, that drop was bigger than I remembered. The first one is not a big drop, but the second one is.
Montre-nous ces magnifiques bijoux.
On veut des arbres comme la rouquine. C'est des arbres qu'il nous faut.
Doucement, petit. Dans ma barbe, c'est moi.
We've just walked through the caves to the other side of the ship, actually because we took a wrong turn because there were people blocking one of the paths, but hopefully this goes round to Frontierland. We've just gone around the bottom of the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse, which is like a walk-through treehouse you can do, but we're not going up there this time. That's where we ate last night. The Molly Brown is one of 2 paddle steamers at Disneyland Paris and the only one that's currently in use. It's named after Titanic survivor Molly Brown, and when on board a recording is played featuring a conversation between her and the captain talking about the sights and happenings in the fictional town of Thunder Mesa that Frontierland is based on. The Molly Brown is different from other Disney boats as it's the only one that features the unique side wheeler design. The other boat here, the Mark Twain, is an exact replica of the Disneyland original. It hasn't been operational since 2011. We're heading on to Phantom Manor. We've just joined the queue and it says 20 minutes. So hopefully that's accurate.
This could be our last ride.
Which way do we go? They've got the ropes dropped on the queue, so it's hard to know where you're supposed to go. Yesterday we went, or the other day we went around the edge here, but now we do actually have to queue.
Par ailleurs, il n'y a ni porte, ni fenêtre. Par où sortir?
The queue's gone quite quickly. There's just a little bit of a wait before we get on the car, but we're nearly there. It's quite nice because I get to actually look at this bit. The other day we just went through it too quickly. Notice Jack Skellington over here. Oh no, he's just walking away. I shouldn't have done the introduction. I should have just filmed him. He's just walked off around the corner. We've stopped for lunch at the barbecue place, which of course I don't remember the name of. Any ideas?
Cowboy Cookout or something?
Possibly a Cowboy Cookout. It's the one near the Lion King Theatre, and it looks good. Cowboy Cookout.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
That was the Cowboy Cookout, and the food was great.
Delicious.
The service, maybe the worst we've had yet.
Yeah, well, it wasn't too slow because we got there early enough, but just the usual rude.
When we walked in the door, we were planning on sitting down and then doing a mobile order so we could take our time sort of looking at the menu, and then there was a lady there sort of giving people menus, so we said, oh, can we sit down and do it online? And she was just like, no.
Yeah.
And made us go into a queue.
Yeah.
So,
and I said, thank you for your Disney joy.
yeah. You don't get this in America.
No.
Very busy in this area. This is where we ate the other night for dinner, and look at the queue coming right out the door. So I'm glad we got an early lunch. We're heading over to Mickey's Philharmagic, which we came to on Wednesday, but it was all closed. So we're seeing if it's open today and when the shows are. Looks like it's open. We're just navigating the empty queue system. We might have timed it just right. We did Mickey's Philharmagic show, and it was pretty good. Luckily we walked straight in without having to really wait because they were just starting a show as we got there. So now we're heading back towards Main Street and the sun is pretty bright. I can barely see where I'm walking. We forgot all about the train, so we've just seen one in the station up here and we're probably going to miss it because the train's there already and we need to find the entrance. We made it to the train, but there's actually a queue, so we're not going to get on this one anyway. It looks like there's empty seats on it, but I'm not quite sure why no one's getting on. Hopefully we'll be getting on this train.
Dear guests, welcome aboard Washington. For safety, please remain seated with your hands and arms inside the train. We would like to remember they're not allowed to eat or smoke on board. Our next stop will be Frontierland station. Have a nice trip.
The Disneyland Railroad takes you on a clockwise journey of the park. From Main Street, it begins by entering a diorama of the Grand Canyon, introducing travellers to Frontierland and serving the double purpose of hiding the Phantom Manor show building. After stopping at the Frontierland station, the train continues around the edge of Adventureland, even passing through the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. It also makes stops at Fantasyland and Discoveryland before completing the loop and arriving back at Main Street. It's a nice way to get around the park, or a nice long sit down if you do the Grand Circle tour. I think we're just about finished at Disneyland Park, and now we're going to come out and go to the shops at Disney Village. Just having a last minute soak up of the atmosphere here in Main Street. I think this is my favourite bit, just watching the crowds go by and listening to the music. Oh, and I've changed my ears to the Beauty and the Beast ones, as these ones light up, so it's going to get dark soon, and I just had to bring them even though they're not Christmas ones. Goodbye.
Farewell, Disneyland Paris.
You mean
Au revoir. Au revoir.
Disneyland Park?
A bientôt. See you soon.
To the shops.
That probably won't see you soon.
We've got a few things to say on our experience. We're just about to head into World of Disney, which is the big Disney store that's the first shop you come to as you hit Disney Village. I'll just show you a bit inside the World of Disney. A lot of the stuff is the same as what I found in the parks, but it's like everything all together. I quite liked these cups. I saw them on Main Street the other day, but I didn't get one. Looks quite cute, a big cookie jar, but I've already got a big Mary Blair jar, so I don't need that. Not looking for anything in particular. These are cute. How much? €8. Nice little plate. And a little like tart dish. And large plates down the bottom. And tea towels. You can get the whole set. It looks like they're also doing works in Disney Village, because this is all boarded up too. A bit like the studios were. I'm hoping I can get around here. I might have to go around this way. And if you're travelling by Eurostar, this is where the train station is. So it's very close to the parks, because you come out there and then you can go straight in over there. It's been about 6 years since I've been here, so don't really remember what shops there were. I think there was a nice one that sold like models and things. And they've set up the same sort of little huts that they've got in Fantasyland, but still no Mickey gingerbread. Just spent about 15 minutes trying to find the toilet. It's very badly signposted, and I think the ones that are supposed to be there are not there. Well, they're still there, but they're all boarded up because yeah, I thought I saw a sign for some, went back that direction, located them, but they were all boarded up, and then I had to come halfway through the village to find another one, which is in the old Billy Bob's dining place. It was a bit of a mission. Disney Village is a letdown. What? It's a bit of a letdown, isn't it?
Yeah.
Half of it's closed and they're doing building works, so we stopped at a Starbucks and we have like the noise of drilling and stuff going on right opposite us, which is not ideal, but now we're not sure what to do because half the stuff isn't open here. Any ideas?
We do the balloon.
We might go and have a look at the balloon.
Get our bits from World of Disney, then dinner and early night. Magical shops of Disney Village.
Yeah, this is all the shops we can't go in behind this screen, which goes pretty much the whole length of the place. But there's the balloon that we're headed for. Oh, this looks like a shop. Tiny shops. Oh no, it's...
You see that behind us?
Yeah, it's 3 little shops here, I think.
There's a Pandora.
Sweets and... no. Pop, oh, is it pops? What's the pops? Well, I don't collect them. And an iris gallery. A picture of your eye. Do you get your eye or someone else's?
Do I get to choose a Clooney? I'll take 2 Clooneys and a pit, please.
Let's see how much this is.
19.
It was €20 each for the balloon ride. So just walking down the jetty to board. The other one's just gone up though, so I think we've got to wait a minute. We've changed into the hats for the balloon. I think it's going to be cold up there.
Very. What's the temperature down here? Given it's 4 down here.
Here it comes. You don't realise how big it is until it gets close.
I've never done anything like this
Squeaky.
before. Look at the sunset.
We're going up. A little bit bumpy. You forget there's stuff apart from Disney beyond, like, oh, Paris. Or fields it looked like.
It's just going into blur.
Wait.
I'll try and zoom in.
Il dit.
That's not our bus stop though, is it? Because we go
That's,
the other way.
I think that's the train station. And then the shuttles for the hotels
Right.
go from there. And then that looks like the car park beyond, underneath the solar panels. And then down there, the Hotel New York, the Art of Marvel. I can see Sequoia Lodge underneath. Through the other side, you can sort of see it a bit. We're landing. Right.
So incredibly smooth.
Good? Yep. It was quite quick.
It was quite quick. I'm one of those people who goes on a ride or whatever's available anywhere.
Yeah.
There's a gondola, a cable car.
I realised as it started coming down that I hadn't actually taken any photos because I was just doing video. And then I thought, oh, I could have got some good photos. So hopefully I can just take some still frames. I've somehow made my way back into Main Street to watch the parade because there was not much to do in Disney Village. So I've left Sarah back there somewhere and I've come to watch the Christmas parade again, and hopefully it's better than on Christmas Day when it was a bit of a disaster. The crowds here are not quite as bad as where we were standing last time. I'm right by the entrance with the station right behind me.
Joyeux Noël à tous! Ouvrez grand vos yeux! J'arrive!
Les futures mamans ne ne doivent pas prendre part à
There's
cette
been a
aventure.
change of plans.
Merci de déposer
Sarah's
tous vos
gone
effets
back to the
personnels
hotel
sur le
and
sol
I've
de la
come to
ville.
Space Mountain.
Chapeau.
So when I went to watch the parade, I had planned to just see that and then come back out again to join Sarah for dinner somewhere in Disney Village. But because the afternoon had been a bit of a disappointment with regards to all the shops being closed, I kind of felt like it had ruined the day a bit and I didn't want to end on a bad note. So while I was watching the parade, I kind of had a look on the app and looked at queue times and stuff, and then I thought, actually, I think I'm going to stay here and do a few more rides. So I got in the single rider queue for Space Mountain, then I went to Pinocchio, then I stopped for a snack at one of the Christmas stands and got the Reblochon tartiflette, which is like potato and cream with ham. Then I went to Peter Pan, where I was hoping the queue would have gone down, but it was still an hour. So I queued for that, and as that's one of my favourite rides, I thought it was worth the wait. So Sarah's gone back to the hotel and I'm now a solo rider trying to get some extra rides in before I leave. So I've just queued ages for Peter Pan and now I'm queuing for Snow White.
Oh, il est beau ton bonnet, dis donc.
I just came off Snow White and I wanted to get some photos by the castle in my light up ears, but they've closed off the entrance in Fantasyland, ready for the drone show, so I can't go that way. It does get very dark around here and they could do with a bit better lighting on the floor. It's very hard to see where you're going. The wait time for Big Thunder Mountain is 20 minutes, so I'm going on. Still can't see where I'm walking though. I've done Big Thunder and I've just come to the Casa de Coco restaurant, which might not be what it's actually called, but I thought I'd get a quick burrito before I head back to Main Street. And this is a quick service restaurant that does beef burrito, chicken burrito, and I think a vegetable burrito, and I'm not sure what else. I say it's a quick service. You'll find that nothing here is quick. I should have learned my lesson the first time I got a hot chocolate, because that was with a full cup, and look at this. It would be nice if they filled it to the top for €3.80. At least it's nice and warm, because it's freezing here tonight, probably the coldest night. I wish I had brought with me my like double-walled mug that I got from Shop Disney that's got like a lid and it's insulated, so it would have been good for tipping something like this in. But ideally I wanted this after the burrito, but I don't want it to go cold, so I'm drinking it first. And I failed to pick up any kind of napkins, so let's hope I don't make a mess of this. Which I obviously will because it's a burrito. So the burrito was €12, which, well, compared to the other food here, it's not that much. But in terms of normal prices, overpriced for what it was. It was nice, but a lot of it was just rice and not much meat. But surprisingly, I didn't make a mess. So by the time I finished my dinner, the drone show had already started, and I thought I didn't need to see it for a third time. So I took the opportunity to dive into the shops quickly, as I thought they'd be quiet. And along each side of Main Street they actually have these arcades that back onto all of the shops, so you can actually get into the shops from this side, which is a great route when there's a parade or show on and Main Street is not passable because there's so many people in it. So I came down here and had a quick look in the shops just to check there was nothing I missed. And when you're in the Emporium, make sure you take the time to look up and appreciate this beautiful stained glass ceiling. This is the quietest you'll ever see the shops, as the illuminations have just started, so everybody's outside. A good time to shop. That's a wrap for Disneyland Paris. I came out of the park just on the closing bars of the illuminations, hoping to beat the thousands of people that are coming up behind me. I did film an outro to this video, but I had something up my nose the whole time, so I can't use the footage. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next vlog, where I'll tell you what happened on our journey home, and then there'll also be like a haul video coming as well. Please give this video a like if you've enjoyed it, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next one.